Let's look at how little Bitcoin is on exchanges that there's going to be a huge amount of infighting to try to get these Bitcoin. So right now, there are 1.85 million Bitcoin on all the exchanges, every single one, 1.85 million. Every day, the ETFs are buying 10,000 Bitcoin, or about 0.5% of the total supply. And also, you have miners that are only producing 900 Bitcoin just yesterday. And there was 10,050 Bitcoin bought by these ETFs. So we're experiencing a massive supply crunch, which isn't going to end anytime soon. Now let's go over to how popular crypto is, or how popular Bitcoin is. Go over to Google right now. You have prices approaching all-time highs, and Google searches remains pretty much an all-time low right now, which is nuts. It's amazing that people aren't Google searching right now. That means that retail really is going to take a little bit of time to get into the market, and that's completely fine because unfortunately they're going to be our exit liquidity. We have to sell to somebody, right? Exactly. Those are the people that we sell to. And it sounds like a bad thing or whatever, but this is just what happens in every single market, investment market. We buy low and sell high. We have to sell to somebody. All right, now we also have Jack Mallers, the best expression of fiat debasement, making all-time highs in a currency near you. Balaji, he retweets Balaji, right? And he says, or Balaji says, Bitcoin has passed an all-time high of 30 plus countries, including China and India. So it's really kind of getting up there to where people are going to be looking at Bitcoin going, wow, it is actually a really interesting asset. It's no longer that scam anymore, because there's still people that think that Bitcoin and crypto are a scam. Keep in mind, most crypto, in my opinion, is a scam, but Bitcoin and several other alts are not scams. All right, now we also have Tony the Bull saying, Bitcoin is printing the largest 1 month candle body since December 2020. Do you remember what happened after December 2020? Boom, we experienced a crazy bull market going all the way to $69,000. There has been only 3 1 month candlesticks that have been larger since 2018. And this is going to close like pretty much right now, or very, very close to that. So once this happens, guys, we are in store for quite a run up as well. And keep in mind, there could be some downdrafts, and that's completely normal. Let's go into some history now about prices. Never in history have we reached within 10% of previous all-time highs after a full bear cycle and ended up getting rejected. So is this going to be the time where we get rejected? I don't think so. As you know, if you've been subscribing to this channel more than a couple months, you will know that I've been thinking that we are going to hit all-time highs before they happen. Not too many people were saying that. So let's go over to Coinbase really quick and the amount of apps that are being downloaded essentially. Even though Google is showing that there's not a lot of interest in crypto, that's not showing too much on the App Store. Coinbase went from 445, level 445 in the App Store to 150 in just 4 days. So it is ranking up. And I would expect that the more the bull run happens, I would expect that to be maybe in the top 5. And that's exactly what happened last bull run. Now let's go over to Coinbase. So if you know anything about circuit breakers, traditional financial markets, if they rise too much or fall too much, there's what you call a circuit breaker, which is halting trading, let things normalize, and then continue trading. Well, that's kind of like the government kind of holding your hand, essentially. It makes traditional financial instruments so freaking boring. It's so garbage. But with Bitcoin, you don't really have that, or do you? Coinbase is essentially acting as the circuit breaker, because Coinbase crash wiped out almost $100 billion off Bitcoin market cap as the price crashed from $64,000 to $58,200. That was pretty wild. And a lot of people got completely liquidated. So this is why, like, if you are part of learningcrypto.com, home of the CT Club, link is down below. You will know that we do not leverage ourselves. We find good projects, whether it's micro caps, mid caps, or large caps, and we sit on our hands and we watch them grow. Well, that's stressing ourselves out. There's so many people, the very few people in the world, I would say 98% of traders, they lose money. And we've seen throughout the last couple months, all of these huge traders that are actually getting caught faking their profits and losses. So really interesting stuff. But let's go over to my last story here. Bitcoin and silver. Bitcoin has a $1.23 trillion market cap. Silver has a $1.27 trillion market cap. That's incredible. So we are essentially potentially, we will blast past silver. And once we go past the silver market cap, you know what, who's going to be really sad? That guy, Peter Schiff. And you know what? You better check on him to see how he is doing, because he's probably going to be crying like a little baby. But you know what? I think he's a smart guy because he plays both sides of the spectrum. So he's the bear and his son is the bull. I mean, come on. The guy's a marketing genius. He doesn't really hate Bitcoin. I really don't believe that. But, you know, he claims he does. Anyways, that's all I have. Let me know what you think. Do you think Peter is a bear or a real bull? And, you know, a closet bull, I should say. Anyways, talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.